Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys the weekly twin flame reading. Yes, I know it's Saturday. I told myself I was going to do it yesterday, which was Twin Flame Friday, since I didn't do it earlier this week on Twin Flame Tuesday because I had done my soul connection on Monday. So I just wanted to let you guys know just a little brief report on me energetically these days. If you guys are noticing that I'm really off. So if you guys don't want to hear this, no problem. Just go to the timestamp down below. But I did, for some of you guys that know this, I had a migraine that lasted 5 days last week, and it really screwed up my entire schedule. It screwed up my personal readings. It screwed up my regular post. I was completely off of social media. I could not even look at my phone without wanting to, hurl. It was just awful, and it really just set everything back for me. And of course, I was super excited about my friend Michelle coming from Wing and Bell, but literally at the tail end of me getting well, she was coming into town, and so I couldn't use that time that she was here. It would be unfair to catch up with everything, and so it really put me behind. I had so many things that I wanted to do in February, so many things. I couldn't even get together the element readings for the month, you guys, and so also the picture posts that I do that you guys love, those are just completely to the wayside right now. I am planning on getting back to a regular schedule next week, but I'm finding that what I'm saying and what I'm kind of promising and promoting, I'm going to do this and this day and that day, it's like I'm not able to follow through with anything that I'm saying right now. So I just want to apologize to you guys. This is not my normal thing. I'm definitely a person that follows through and that likes to be very uniform and to keep on a schedule. But until whatever's going on is just passing, I don't know what to tell you guys. Don't count on me bringing forth things that I used to at this particular time. Like I said, I do hope to get back to schedule, but I'm just going to kind of be doing things when I'm feeling them. And if I'm energetically off or if I'm not feeling well or whatever the situation is, I don't want to force anything. So what you see is what you get. Unfortunately, the only thing that I can promise you guys is the weekly soul connection reading right at this point. I feel like I've managed to keep my shit together with that one for at least a year now. So I feel like that can't shake, that I can't be shaken with that. But everything else just seems to be a little wacky right now. So you guys don't have to hang in there. You guys can just unsubscribe if that's what you want to do. I totally understand. But hopefully things will get back to normal and we'll be good to go. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. I'm using a bunch of different decks here today. I'm using all the decks that I've created. So if you guys are interested in purchasing them, I will put my shop down below. If you're international, please email me and I'll send you a special link to order them. All the other decks, I'm using a lot of other creators' decks. And so I will, of course, put them down below as well and let you guys know what I'm using as I shuffle. But some of these decks are also available on Amazon. So today's featured Orgonite here is the Twin Flame Orgonite. So because we're doing a twin flame reading. So this is from Wing and Bell. And so I will put them down below. But we're going to be really focusing on the connection, twin flame journey, twin flame connection, divine masculine, divine feminine, all this good stuff. I actually didn't even put together a outline today. I'm just going to kind of wing it. And so let's just see how it flows. So why don't we go ahead and just kind of get the energy report of what's going on right now with your twin flame connection. I'm going to turn this because it looks like a lot of the movement that I'm doing is popping up here. But it's not showcasing the beautiful Orgonite either. Let me see. Yeah, it just is what it is. Okay, so what I want to do, like I just said, is let's do an energy report. What is going on currently within this connection? What is the current vibration? What's bringing the viewer, you, to this reading today? What's happening? So this right here is called The Journey, I believe. The Journey Oracle cards. It's created by a gal named Laura. I think she used to be called Be a Good Soul, but I don't know what's going on with her Instagram or anything, so I haven't been able to tag her in anything, but this right here is her deck, and so we're going to take a look and get some energy. Let's get some energy here. What is an energy report coming into the reading this week? We have power. You have the power within you to create a change. Fantastic. So what we're going to do is we're going to clarify with some tarot, okay? I just feel like doing that. So this right here is called the Arcanum Arcanum Tarot, I believe, or Arcanum. What is this power energy? So, the thing is, you guys, when it comes to manifesting or when you're focusing on something specific, it can be positive or it can be challenging or negative. So whatever it is that we're focusing on, we are creating. So what is this creative power? What is this energy that we are creating from this week? Let's take a look. Oh, I love this. Okay, well, the Ten of Pentacles is fantastic. The Ten of Pentacles is the long-term goal. The Ten of Pentacles is that energy, the long haul. Absolutely. This is an energy where we're really focused on our intentions. We're really focused on what we are trying to build. I mean, literally, look at that card. That is a mansion in the background. Somebody is building their empire. Somebody is building themselves up in the material world. They're building their security, etc. So it might be that right now, when it comes to, let's just say, this journey, maybe people are not necessarily so focused on their divine counterpart. They're more or less just focused on the bigger picture, which is great. I always give that advice. Focus on the bigger picture. Take your focus off of the other person and really focus on everything that's at hand, your entire life. Your career, your life's purpose, yourself, your health, your family, your friends, just everything. Sometimes we can get tunnel vision on the twin flame journey. So this is showing me that you guys, that we have the power to basically create anything that we want, the life that we want, everything that we want is at our fingertips. This is beautiful. All right, let's get another message. We have journey. You are now on your way to a beautiful place. Oh my gosh. So this is the deal. Some people come on to the twin flame journey and, they have specific expectations or they have an idea, and these things evolve over a period of time. It's kind of like who you were a year ago probably isn't who you are today. A lot of the things that you thought have shifted and changed. You've evolved. And so that also happens on this journey, you guys. How you guys come into this journey, your way of thinking, your goals, what you want out of this journey, what you're even thinking about your other person. These things shift. And that's not always a bad thing. Sometimes that's a very positive thing, especially if you feel like you've been stuck. So let's go ahead and get a card to go with this. Oh my God. The Fool. The Fool is the ultimate journey. It's the journey. It's like a brand new journey, you guys. That's what I'm picking up on here. It's a brand new journey, a whole new world, like in Aladdin. It's a whole new world. So you are now on your way to a beautiful place because perhaps you have hit a reset button. That's how I see the Fool. We hit the reset button. We go back to ground zero. We reassess the situation. We're looking at things in a whole new way. The possibilities are endless. We have no expectations. We're just living life. Maybe we're going to move forward and we're going to take new risks. We're going to just be more trusting, put more faith in spirit. Whatever's meant for us will come. It's beautiful. So you're on your way. So you've taken perhaps back your power on this journey is what I'm also getting for some of you. You guys may have different goals now on this journey. Your goals may not even include your divine counterpart anymore. You may have really let go of any expectations that you have. You may just be now on your own journey to self-love and ascension. I love it. All right, last message. So let me move some of these over here. Last energy here for the opening message for this connection and for this journey. We have change. Change is about to take place in your life. Jump on it. The only way that things can change is when we change. We can't change other people. Boy, wouldn't that be great if we could. If they would just change, then I would do this, or I could be happy. It doesn't work that way. The only thing that we can change is ourselves. That's it. Oh boy. Change your thoughts and you change your life. This is the deal, you guys. The only person that is holding us hostage is ourselves, okay? That's it. Whatever power we give to another person, power over us, power over our emotions, how we feel, when we rely too much on another person for happiness, to deliver us our happiness and our security, and that person decides to change their mind. They decide that they want to go in another direction, or they just aren't feeling this connection anymore. There's a lot of times that we tend to hold on to what people said. They said that they felt this way. They said they were going to love me forever. They said I was beautiful. They said that I was the one. What people fail to understand is that people change. People are emotional beings. Humans are emotional beings that are constantly riding different waves of emotions. Not everybody is grounded. And even if you are grounded, you have the ability to change your frickin' mind. There's plenty of times that I had made up my mind about something specific. I'm convicted. This is how I feel. I'm never going to do this again. But guess what? I've changed my mind. There have been people out there that I thought, I'm never going to ever open myself up to trusting this person again or letting this person back into my life. I've literally been convinced of that because at the time, that's where I needed to be, perhaps in order to stay strong. But guess what? I've changed my mind. Maybe I would give this person a chance. Maybe I would talk to this person again. So there's always room for change, you guys. This Eight of Swords is an energy of being stuck in a loophole. Sometimes we're just in this constant loophole, just replaying the same tapes over and over again. We can't even get out of it. We're just stuck. The only way that we can change the tape is to press the stop button, to make a conscious effort to change our thoughts, to change something about ourselves, to take some sort of an opportunity to do something different. Let's just say this year. Maybe all last year you were on the twin flame journey and you went through all kinds of different things. You really grew. You really just are seeing things from a whole new perspective. And now you have the ability to start to do things differently. And now when you decide to do things differently, things can really start to change for you this year. You can really start to go towards your goals. So we always have free will, you guys. We have the free will to just stay stuck and to stay in a certain way of thinking. And hey, if it's working for you, great. Maybe you don't need to change anything. But if some of you guys feel like you guys are just going around the same circle over and over again, and you're not really making any headway on your journey, it's time to do something new. It's time to move in a new direction. It's time to change something drastically about your energy, your life. Okay? So if you guys have been waiting for something to change with your other person or your connection, the answer is you must move forward and change something about your life first. Okay? When you change, other things have to change. Because you're different, you're new. People are going to respond to you and your energy in a whole new way. So this is beautiful. So let's go ahead and go into the masculine's energy specific this week. When I say masculine, I do tend to say he or him. I understand that that can be different. So just take the messages as they resonate for you. What card deck do I want to use to represent I'm just going to go ahead and use this deck here. I'm just feeling it. This right here is called the Magic of You Oracle. So let's see what energy the masculine is in this particular week. Where's the masculine at on his journey? Okay, paradisical. Probably not saying that right. You belong to paradise. Ooh, that's beautiful. Okay, so let's go ahead and get a clarifier for this. We're going to now go into the Thelema Tarot. The Thelema Tarot. Let's clarify. You belong to paradise. What is this trying to say in regards to the masculine's energy this week? With the Page of Swords. I feel like the Page of Swords may somewhat be detached, okay? The Page of Swords is very much in their head space, really analyzing things, really thinking about things, rather than participating in the paradise of life. So now this is making sense to me. So you actually belong the masculine belongs to his experience, like he belongs to this paradise. He is supposed to be participating, is what I'm getting here, in this beauty of the world, in his own journey. But he might be holding himself back from his experiences for some reason. So I feel like he might be on guard. He might be too much in his headspace. He might be really analyzing. Do I belong? Can I feel happy? Can I ever be happy? That's what I'm getting here. So this masculine isn't sure if he is able to really be either in love or to be in the energy of paradise. That's what it is. So the masculine is stuck in that headspace right now, okay? Let's take a look and see where the emotions lie for this masculine. We have Hex. Be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. Okay, so what I'm immediately picking up on here, I see the word X. So I feel like there might be some past energy that this masculine is holding on to, some pain. I also feel that this masculine might feel cursed. He might feel cursed because there's certain things that maybe have happened to him. He's had a string of bad luck. It could be that he's made a lot of bad choices in his life, and a lot of these things are starting to pop up as a karma, things like that. We also have this energy here of needing to protect myself. I keep getting that for this masculine. I need to take that sword and I need to protect myself from the enemy. The enemy could be love. The enemy doesn't have to be a particular person, even though it could be. But I feel like this masculine is protecting himself from feeling love. That's what it is. He's protecting himself from the energy of love. The High Priestess, keeping it to himself, isn't sure. The High Priestess to me is the feminine's energy. Okay? I do feel in his heart space he may feel a connection with this particular feminine. If you're a feminine watching this video, it could be you. But the thing is, rather than acting out, rather than taking any kind of action, the Page of Swords thinks about it, doesn't really take any action. The pages are messages, yes, but in this particular case, I'm getting here that this masculine is holding back and putting his feelings on ice, holding them within, not revealing his heart space. He feels more comfortable keeping everything bottled up. So this masculine is really, really afraid this week. Really afraid this week to reveal anything. Okay? But he may be really connected and really be either A, thinking about the feminine, or there's a lot of telepathic psychic energy that's being exchanged at this particular time. I'm also getting too that this masculine is getting quiet and going within and maybe perhaps trusting his higher self and maybe trying to open himself up to his more spiritual side and really trusting and navigating with that energy. A lot of deep thoughts, a lot of deep thinking for this masculine. That's what I'm seeing here this week. Okay? So let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on for the feminine. What is the feminine's energies? Feminine this week, mentally. What's going on for the feminine this week, mentally? Tangibility, make your dreams real. Woo! Well, with the energy that already came through, with the power, you have the power to create anything that you want, tangible. This feminine may be starting to see that what she wants is possible. So let's get a clarifier for this. Oh my God, Queen of Pentacles. If you want to talk about tangible results, that's the Queen of Pentacles, okay? That's it. The feminine this week may be really experiencing a lot of physical abundance. She might be feeling really good in her physical body, her physical health. She might be experiencing a lot of abundance in the physical world. She might just be feeling really, really confident and really good. She might be very career oriented, really thinking about money, really thinking about, things that are supportive. Like she might be thinking about how she has to do this and has to do that. So a lot of responsibilities. But she wants to create something. She wants to bring forth something into the tangible world, something that she can touch. And I feel like that's what's happening. So she's either working on this, or this is something she's experiencing right now. Something that she can hold in her hand, something that she sees the evidence of is popping up this week. She's starting to see something develop. It's amazing. How powerful. Emotions. Flash over. It's all in your head. Oh my God. It's all in your head. All right. And oh my gosh, look at this, you guys. Okay. This is great. I feel like this is really, really good energy here. And the reason why is because as divine feminines, we have the tendency sometimes, okay, so if I feel like this kind of comes together in a message as well. Sometimes we have the tendency to feel like if something is not in our physical world and something is not logical and practical, that it's probably just bullshit or a fantasy. Okay. And I'm not here to say that some of that energy, that people can't get carried away in it. There are people that can get very carried away in a fantasy world, only operating and living in 5D energy, yet they're not really participating in 3D energy anymore. And sometimes that might work for people, and other people, there's still a life to live here in the 3D world. But when we become ungrounded and we're just kind of flying all over the place and we're experiencing harsh realities and things, realities aren't matching up, we can get very confused on this journey, feeling like, is this journey even real? Is what I'm feeling even real? Is this all just bullshit? Is it all just in my head? So in the heart space, what the feminine is feeling, that is authentic. That is real. Honor this, okay? Honor this, because the ego is trying to take over, trying to take over and trying to convince the feminine and confuse the feminine that what she's feeling and what she deep down inside knows to be true about this journey and about this connection, that it isn't real, that it's all in her head, that it's bullshit. I'm getting that energy is bullshit. Our ego can sometimes convince us that what we're thinking and feeling is just not true. It's the ego's way of overriding the situation, overriding it and taking you off of your journey and taking you off of your path. And I'm speaking from personal experience. There are some times where I wake up and I just think to myself, you know what, maybe this is this and maybe this is just that. And then when I start to get in that energy, what does it do? It literally takes me off balance. Two of Pentacles. It takes me off balance because I'm not plugged into my purpose anymore. I'm not plugged into what I came here to do. I'm not plugged into this wave that I have been literally riding, this wave that has saved me, this beautiful energy, this beautiful journey that I've been on for the last 2 years. It takes me off of my journey. Now, the thing is, sometimes we have to get grounded with what we're thinking and what we're feeling on our journey. Sometimes those things that we're thinking and feeling might lead us down a negative path. It might take us off balance. But what I'm getting here for this particular feminine is that it's not just in your head. If you guys feel like what you're feeling in your emotions is different than what your head is telling you, that's just your ego and your true self, your higher self at war. Okay? Sometimes when you're feeling emotionally imbalanced, sometimes it is good for you to really just focus on practical, tangible things, such as just focusing on yourself and working on yourself. So I feel like if the feminine has had these episodes where she's up, then she's down, then she feels like she's doing good, and then she's feeling like she's confused and she doesn't know what the hell all of this means. These are natural things that you're going through. This is a part of your evolution. This is a part of your healing. Sometimes people are up and down on this journey. Sometimes people are on this journey, then they're off the journey. They're off, they're on, they're off, they're on. I mean, I see it a lot. There's nothing wrong with that, you guys. Sometimes we have to find our balance, and sometimes we have to pull away from energies in order to find the answers. So I just feel like this particular feminine this week is really actually balancing her emotions and her logical, practical side. She's doing a really good job is what I'm seeing here. So again, there's no reason for you guys to have to doubt yourselves and to doubt your feelings, doubt your connection, doubt your journey. If this journey is about healing and evolution and unconditional love, then what the hell's wrong with that? Nothing. If your journey is only about this other person and focused on this fantasy of romance, and that's the only thing that you're focused on, whether that can happen or not, I don't know. But if that's the only thing that you're focused on is this connection, the intensity of the sex and the intensity of how, amazing you feel when this person is in your life and how you're just going to die without this person and you're floundering without them. That's the negative side. That's the downside of a twin flame journey. That's lower vibration of the twin flame journey. But if you're in this high vibration of twin flame journey and it adds something beautiful to your life, it inspires you, it helps you to heal, then there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that energy. But some days you guys are going to have doubts. Some days you guys are going to say, what the hell is the point then? I've actually had that written to me, either in my emails or even on comments. I don't get it. If the point isn't to be with the masculine, then what the hell is the point of this journey? And I just don't even answer those emails, and I don't even participate in those comments. And the reason why is because, again, that's very attached thinking. If you're only attached to a particular result of what I'm going to get from this particular connection, what union is the only thing I'm focused on, you're taking away from all the beautiful things that you're supposed to experience on this journey. Hey, if it leads to union, fantastic, right? Great. That's just a bonus. But what about all of the work and all of the steps that are in between until you get to the finish line? What about that? We can't rush that. There's a lot of things that we have to work through. So I see the twin flame journey as a particular connection that you and your person have chosen in order to help each other to keep yourselves in alignment with your true purpose, your true nature, your true self. Somebody that reminds you of who you truly are. They inspire you to be the best version of you and you for them. That to me is a twin flame connection. It's may not be about all that other fluff, but the fluff is just an added bonus. But again, what about all the meat of the connection? Not just the surface. What's the meat? What's the heart at the center? What's all the blood that's pumping in to keep that heart alive? So that is the journey to me. So I know that was a little deep and maybe some of you guys don't agree, and that's totally fine. Not a problem. But that is what I see what's happening with the feminine this week. She is trying to balance out what's going on in her head and her heart space and trying to make sense of it, and really just finding that the middle ground for her is to focus on the things that she does have control over, and that would be her own life and her own journey and herself. And that is where she's going to really experience a lot of abundance on this journey, rather than being up and down and all over the place emotionally. Okay, so let's now take a look and get the energy of how the masculine is feeling towards the feminine. Okay, we can already see that this masculine has some very hidden energies towards the feminine, has a lot of things that he may be holding on to when it comes to this connection right now. So what's going on in a deep way for this masculine? What is he feeling? What is he feeling? This right here is called The Untold Truths of the Heart Oracle by Aqua Moonlight. So let's get into it. What is this energy here that is really going on deeply with this masculine? For some reason, I just accidentally reversed half the deck, and I didn't mean to. I'm not going to be reading reversals, just so you guys know. Okay, so when the masculine is thinking about the feminine, what does this energy look like? We have hoping, waiting, expecting, manifesting. So that's kind of interesting here, because what is the Page of Swords doing? The Page of Swords represented the masculine. The Page of Swords isn't really taking any action. He's analyzing things. So maybe this masculine is waiting, expecting something, maybe working on manifesting some sort of change within himself, so that way he can create some sort of change in the future. Maybe hoping. So I feel like this masculine actually has some sort of a wish or hope when it comes to this feminine. There is some sort of positive energy. He's trying to be hopeful. Maybe he's lost hope before. Maybe the feminine has lost hope in him and this connection, and he knows that. That's what I'm getting. So that is the energy there. So let's go ahead and get some words that the masculine may be thinking or feeling. So we're going to include my Twin Flame Messages Volume 2 here for this masculine. What are the words that are attached to this hoping energy in the mental space of this masculine? Look, I know I made a huge mistake. So that just confirms right there, you guys, that this masculine knows that this feminine has lost hope in him. And that might be one of the reasons why he is not trying to either A, make contact or really try right now with the feminine, because a lot of hope has been lost. He knows he's made a lot of mistakes. He may have made a really huge mistake, either perhaps hurting the feminine or letting the feminine go. Whatever has happened here is one of the biggest regrets that this masculine holds. That's what I'm seeing here. So let's now take a look and see what's going on in his emotions. Mirror. Reflections, shared feelings, you. So this masculine is definitely reflecting on his feelings for the feminine. Definitely in his heart space. Definitely in the emotions. And that makes complete sense to me. So let me take a look and see what came up for the masculine. Remember, this hidden energy, keeping things to himself. Be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. So again, a lot of pain, feeling cursed, okay? Feeling like he doesn't know how to be happy. He doesn't know how to even open himself up and be vulnerable to his emotions. Now we have the energy here of, I care too much about what others think. I am getting here, reflection is past. This could be current for some masculines, yes. But I'm really getting this energy that this masculine cared too much in the past what other people were going to think about him. Maybe even perhaps what they thought about the feminine or what they would think about their connection. So this right here has really affected the masculine. What other people think about him. His image. Things like that. So this masculine currently is reflecting on those feelings. Reflecting on the feelings that you shared. Okay, reflecting on you, divine feminine. That's what I'm getting here. I mean, look at those. Mirror, reflection, shared feelings, you. So, yeah. So I care too much about what others think right now. Now, right now, of course, it could be current too. I feel like this is past energy, could be present, current energy. Maybe the masculine cannot make certain moves or certain actions or decisions about the divine feminine because of what other people are going to think or how it will affect other people, perhaps in the masculine's life or even the feminine's life. What is the outer energy? So this is going to be like the 3D world energy, the physical world. Conflicted. I do feel like there is something going on in either the masculine or the feminine's world that would conflict coming towards one another. It says multiple choices, inconsistency, and decisions. People would have to make decisions perhaps that they may not want to make. They may not be ready to make those decisions. Again, these decisions could affect other people. I do feel like other people are somehow affecting this connection. I'm afraid to take this step with you right now. See, it's all coming together. I am afraid to cause conflict in my own life and in yours. I feel like this masculine, rather than making any moves towards his feminine, has just kind of pulled back into himself with the high priestess energy. And instead is just going to kind of wait either for better timing, or he's just decided at this time that it's best to just reflect and to continue to work on himself. There's too much conflict. There's too many things going on. There might be too many people involved. Soul energy, deep soul energy. We have loss, grief, sorrow, pain. Look at that. This masculine, when it comes to this feminine, definitely feels the loss. Look at that right next to that card. I know I made a huge mistake. Whatever mistake the masculine has made, or whatever mistakes have been made, doesn't have to be all the masculine. He really feels this loss. He really feels the loss of this feminine in his life. This just took my breath away. Oh my God. Karma is a bitch. I finally got mine. Okay. Woo, I got chills. This masculine has definitely been delivered some sort of karmic blow. Big time. And it doesn't surprise me, because this is why the masculine feels cursed. This masculine feels cursed. He's had something happen to him. He's lost something. He's gone through a lot of loss and a lot of grief, a lot of sorrow, a lot of pain. Karma is a bitch, and I finally got mine. This might be one of the reasons that he is really feeling the feminine at this time, because again, there may be certain mistakes that he made in the past that are now starting to surface, as in how he treated her or what happened between them. He's really reflecting in it this week. So that's pretty deep, you guys. Very deep. So let's now take a look and get the energy of the feminine. I'm just going to turn this deck around because, I just had it upside down the entire thing. Wow. Okay, here we go. Feminine's energy, and I'm going to go ahead for the feminine. I'm going to go into the Twin Flame Messages original, okay, that I created. When it comes to this masculine, what is this energy here that this feminine is holding on to mentally? We have illusions. Okay, so what's really interesting I'm getting for the feminine this week is that the feminine is feeling cloudy about this masculine. It says clouded judgment, unbalanced, skewed. She's kind of up and down with what she's thinking. Is it just all in her head? I'm also getting here that you guys are getting some sort of confirmation when it comes to your masculine. So not so much that the connection's in your head, even though that could apply to some of you. It's more or less what you intuitively know about your masculine. Something just tells you deep inside, because you're very connected to him. You just know what's going on. You just sense the shifts, you sense the growth, you sense all of these emotions that he's currently going through. But certain days you think to yourself, am I just making it up? Am I just making it all up? Is this just what I want to believe? Is this just what I want to hear? So the feminine is really stuck in this energy of not sure. She's just not sure if she can rely on her own intuition when it comes to this connection right now. She feels things are skewed. There could even be that something is clouding her judgment this week. Maybe her masculine, perhaps, and this is going to apply to some of you, is perhaps trying to make contact, trying to come back. Deep down inside, she's feeling a certain way. She feels clouded when it comes to making a decision about him. She doesn't know if she can trust herself. Something's going on. Our connection still, okay, this is the deal. Why is your connection still affecting you, Divine Feminine? Because you're connected to this person energetically. That's why. But something is telling you, your ego is telling you, it's just in your head. It's all in your head. It's all in your head. You're just obsessed. This is just somebody that you just need to let go of. Right? It's all in your head. Our connection still affects me. Your connection still affects, this connection still affects you, Divine Feminine, because it's supposed to. It's supposed to. A lot of times when we feel a certain way about someone and we just can't shake the feeling, we just can't, just can't let it go. We have a tendency to look at it as, we're an idiot. We're desperate, we're this, we're that, we're broken, we're all these things. And yes, some of those things can be true. What I mean by that is there could be some broken aspects of ourselves, some things that we need to heal, some issues that we need to close up that are connected to this person, right? But sometimes this connection is still affecting you because there's still something about it. There's a mystery, something that you still need to derive whatever it is, whatever reason that you're still connected to this person. So at this point, whether it's twin flame, whatever, it doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter. You're connected to this individual for a reason. And that's what you should focus on. So a lot of people try to cut this connection away. They try to cut thinking about this person away. And again, sometimes when we're at the bottom and we're drowning, we do need to take drastic measures in order to try to block something out of our lives. So that way we have some room to breathe. We have some room to recuperate. Absolutely. Nothing wrong with that. But when we try to block something or push something down or pretend it's not there, you're not dealing with the issue. It's going to come back up sooner or later. So you might as well deal with all the crap now. All the ugliness, all the torment, all the heaviness. That's what I did. I pushed this motherfucker down for so long. We're talking, it's a long time. A long time. All for it to just finally bubble up and surface up many, many, many years later. And now I can experience the beautiful gift of this connection finally. I finally came from the dark towards the light. And it doesn't mean I still don't have my days. I do. There's still issues I have connected that are still very much something I need to work on. So it's not like I'm all perfect and healed now. I'm on this journey just like the rest of you. But the thing is, I don't try to deny this connection. I don't shame myself for this connection. I don't hate myself because I'm still connected to this energy. I've learned to dance with it. I've learned to make it my own. I've learned to make it work for me. I've learned to flourish. I've found myself. I'm healing myself. I'm growing. I'm being the best version of myself today because of this connection. So the only reason I'm bringing myself into this reading is because I feel like this may resonate with some of you out there. Stop second guessing yourself. Stop shaming yourself for feeling affected by this connection. Learn to heal yourself with this connection. Learn to find yourself. Empower yourself. Become inspired. Allow this connection to be the muse of your lifetime. That's what it is to me. Keeps me going every day. So the feminine right now is just a little skewed and unbalanced, kind of up and down to a Pentacles energy. We just saw this earlier when it comes to this connection, trying to find her balance. Emotions, concealing, secrets, mystery, and hiding. And you know what? This is the deal. Sometimes that's what you need to do. Sometimes this connection is not for everybody to know about. Sometimes this connection is not something that you need to have or even see evidence outside of yourself. Sometimes this connection is not even a connection that you need to even be having in the physical world. It's something that you purely understand and feel and resonate with on an energetic base only. Some people do not have their twin flame here in the physical world. Some twin flames have passed over. Some twin flames are on the other side. So this physical connection doesn't have to be in order to experience the beauty of the twin flame journey. So this to me is energy that can be beautiful. But there could, of course, be this energy we're really hiding. We're hiding ourselves. We're hiding who we truly are from the world, from this person on this journey right now. Maybe we're pretending. Maybe this other person, maybe your twin flame, divine feminines, maybe your divine masculine has no freaking idea that you even still care, that you even still consider them at all. They may not even know that because you've done such a good job of remaining a mystery and hiding and concealing how you really feel. Maybe we're just too different. I'm also getting too that some of you have just pulled away. You've just pulled away because maybe you realize that your masculine and you are just living in two separate worlds, okay? Maybe you don't need to have this connection, like I said, in the physical in order to benefit from it. So you've just decided to go in another direction, allowing your masculine to do the same. That is what I'm seeing here. Maybe we're just too different. And that's okay. Because the thing is, not all twin flames have to be on the same wavelength in order to benefit from the connection. Some of the greatest work, some of the greatest just work, I guess that's what I'm trying to say, is done in separation. It's kind of like some of the greatest poets and artists of all time have delivered some of their greatest work from tragedy and separation from the ones that they love, that inspire them so much. So sometimes that energy, sometimes that situation really can be a good thing sometimes. So that's what I'm seeing here. The heart space of the feminine right now, she's got some deep, deep things going on. And she might even have come to the conclusion, well, if I can talk, she might have come to this conclusion that, you know what, maybe the masculine and I are just in different spots right now. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Physical world. Wow. Exactly. Maybe we're just too different right now. Maybe I'm going this way and you're going that way. It's okay, but maybe one day. Maybe one day. Someday, somewhere, and another time. Maybe in another life is what I also got. There are a lot of people that are on this journey, you guys, that are at that place. It doesn't make it wrong, it doesn't make it wrong, doesn't make it right, doesn't make it, negative. We're all connected to this journey, just like we're connected to certain philosophies of religion in different ways. So some people have already just gotten in their headspace or even accepted that they may never come back into physical union with their twin flame in this life. Some people have arrived at that destination. But what I want to say is that the universe may have different ideas. The universe may have a whole something just in store that you're not even aware of. That's why it's impossible to predict what is going to happen with someone. Psychics that try to tell you, you'll never see this person again, or you will most definitely end up with this person. Those kinds of predictions cannot be relied upon. And why is that? Because everybody has free will, and you can't intermingle, and you cannot intervene with free will. Okay? Only the divine can do that. So the universe may have different, I don't know why I can't think of the word I want to use, but they may have different plans in store for your connection. So if you're a divine feminine watching this video and you're in that energy of, maybe one day, maybe another life, maybe another time, maybe later on down the line, maybe when we're 80, whatever. One day in the physical world, you might feel that you and your masculine will come together and have the opportunity to see each other face to face one day. But maybe you're just not counting on it right now. Maybe that's not your main focus right now, and that's okay. No other compares to you. No other compares to you. So this is the deal. When you have come across your twin flame in this life, of course, that you'll love, you'll connect with other people, but no one will compare to this particular connection. It's different. It's of a different vibration. It's of a different makeup. It's just completely different. This does not mean that you will never be able to be happy. This does not mean that you will never experience joy and deep connection with other people, okay? If you want that, that is your choice and that is up to you, and you can experience those things. But no one will quite compare, to this particular person. And you know that. But you're not going to put your life on hold because of it. And this is the soul's energy, avoiding, blocking, escaping, pushing away. What's interesting here is that this feminine may be on this energy here where she is just trying like hell to just even avoid this connection. She may be getting signs. She may be starting to feel that something is about ready to happen, and she may just find herself not even being ready for this reconnection. So she might even be avoiding it at this point, trying to push it away. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with the intensity of this connection. I'm way too affected by it. I can't deal with it. Because we have concealing, hiding, and now escaping and trying to push it away. So the Two of Pentacles, you guys, was the feminine's energy. This is a feminine that's going back and forth. One day she's okay. Maybe the other day she's just like, I can't deal with this. Maybe we're just too different, but I'm still affected by this connection. No other compares to you, but I can't deal with this. This feminine's very back and forth. Very much a struggle and battle between her ego and her higher self at this point. How could you love me after all I've done? So I feel like this is an energy here where the feminine has either some insecurities, some deep insecurities, or even some shame for things that she may have done. But I also am getting here that this masculine may have done certain things to her that she feels like she's not sure that she can ever get past. You see? So it might just be easier to just push it away. The feeling of wanting something and being so just connected to something, it's just the most beautiful light you've ever been connected to. But it's also your greatest fear, is one of the most tormenting feelings that I've ever experienced in this lifetime. Being attracted to the light, but being so afraid of it at the same time is one of the craziest emotions. So that is what I'm getting for this divine feminine. You're scared. And it's okay to be scared. And again, you have the free will to say no to this connection. Okay? But remember, what we avoid has a way of always resurfacing. So instead of pushing this away and avoiding it, my suggestion is to learn to live with it. Find balance, find yourself, restore yourself through what's happened with this individual. There is something to teach you on such a deep and profound level. So just do the work, and focus on you. That's what I'm seeing. All right, you guys, let's take a look and see where this connection is at in its ascension process, okay? So I'm going to use 3 decks for this. I'm going to use my Twin Flame Oracle. I'm going to use my Twin Flame Journey Tarot. And I'm going to use the Reclaim Your Power cards by Anthea Spark. Where is this connection at with its ascension process? There's something that's in the way. Third party does not have to be another person. Most likely it is, but it doesn't have to be, okay? A wedge, that's why that image was chosen. It is a wedge. It is a wedge between you and your masculine. This wedge could be unforgiveness. This wedge can be an addiction, or it could, of course, be another person. We're not blaming anyone, of course, but there are factors. There could be outside factors that already came up earlier in the reading. There may be other people that are involved in this connection. We have dishonesty and neglect. Okay, Lady of Trickery. Okay, so the Lady of Trickery could be a feminine energy, could be another female in this situation. It could be the feminine even. Dishonesty and neglect. Neglecting something, neglecting her own needs, neglecting herself. There's some kind of like betraying the self. Betraying the self and avoiding something. Oh my God, there's that Two of Pentacles again. Oh, wow. I feel like this might be a divine feminine, perhaps. But I also feel like this could be about the masculine as well. So I'm going to give you guys both energies I'm getting here. But this divine feminine, perhaps, may be being dishonest with herself and neglecting her own needs and deliberately staying stuck, perhaps, in order to avoid opening herself up to this connection because she's afraid of it. That's the first message. The second message is what I'm getting is that if this has to do with the divine masculine, I feel like there may be an energy surrounding females, feminine people, that rather than opening himself up to this divine love connection with this feminine, it's easier to be dishonest with himself and neglect his own needs of being nurtured and loved and just walking this tightrope of life. Just basically doing the bare minimum just to get to the other side. That's what I'm seeing here. Allowing lower vibrational energy and ego thinking and just dealing with relationships and love in a lower vibrational way. This is actually something that the masculine perhaps is finding works for him because he is afraid to open himself up to this type of love. Okay? So take what resonates with you. So this right now is kind of being worked upon. Yep, look at that. It all comes down to self-worth. So how we're operating with ourselves and also other people has everything to do with our own crap. When people lie and they're dishonest, they cheat, they hurt, this is from their own wounds. They're doing that because they don't either have the tools to do anything different. They haven't been taught anything different. It's what's been done to them. They don't feel good about themselves. That's what people do. Interesting. So what is this self-worth energy about? So obviously people are working on themselves in this connection currently. Goddess of love, deep intimacy. I was just talking about that, you guys, telling you. People are afraid of this connection. I feel like this feminine is coming through the reading because she is afraid too. It's not just the masculine. That may not resonate with everybody out there, but this feminine may be afraid. She may be afraid to be tricked again. Okay, she might be afraid that she's being dishonest with herself, that she can't trust herself when it comes to this connection. The goddess of love. This is just the energy of love, deep soul love. People may not be ready to embrace this kind of connection because they are afraid of it. They have not worked on themselves. They're afraid of this love connection. I'm getting it mostly for the masculine, but I am getting that there are some feminines out there that aren't ready for this. And that's okay. And there's some deep wounds, deep core wounds that need to be worked on. Oh my God. The Eight of Swords. I know this has been a long reading, so you guys probably don't remember, but the Eight of Swords came up at the beginning of the reading. What did it come up with? Change. This was just about the connection in the very beginning. The opening message for the connection. Change is about to take place in your life. Jump on it. Eight of Swords. Okay? We are imprisoned by our own thoughts, by our own inner chatter, our own inner chaos. It's all in our head. Remember, Divine Feminine? Your thoughts have got to change. What you're telling yourself, perhaps, about this connection, about your other person. Okay? This could just be your own beliefs. Are your own beliefs coming from a place of deep inner knowing? Or are they coming from a place of fear? There are shackles, there are chains that are binding someone right now. What people are thinking, they're stuck in a loophole. They're stuck in a loophole. A lot of times when people hurt us, especially if it was years ago, you might still be holding on to an old narrative. Your person may not be the person that they actually are today. And so that old loophole, that old cassette tape, that old story that just keeps replaying over and over again, you got to find a way to get out of that energy because it's not helping you or your situation. Interesting. Okay. All right, let's get a last message here. We have devotion. Devotion. God of connection. Wow, this is a really deep reading, you guys. Really deep. Okay. This connection, it's there. Okay? It's always a part of you. You're either always dreaming about it, thinking about it, feeling it, coming to you in your dreams, telepathically communicating with your person. You just feel connected to it. It's a part of your spiritual awakening. It helps to empower you. Remember, it inspires you. You're devoted to that energy of this connection. You may not even be speaking to this person, but somehow you are still able to open yourself up to it enough to let it be a channel through you so you can devote your time and energy into bettering this planet. Maybe perhaps healing others, things like that. Right when I said that, it was 11:11 on the screen. It's just beautiful. Maybe you started seeing 11:11 and that caused you to start looking up twin flames. And now you're on this twin flame journey because of it. There is something for you to devote your time and your energy towards. And it has something to do with this connection, but the connection to this planet, the connection to, source, the connection to other people. Again, it's not just about your person and you. It's so much bigger than that. And that might be the way of thinking that got you on this journey, but now you're being asked to change your thoughts so you can change your life. So there is some sort of a loophole that we need to get out. Loophole that we need to get out of. We're stuck in a maze here. Spirit's waiting for you to ascend to the next level on your journey. It's time. It's time. It's time to think bigger on this journey, you guys. Stop thinking so small. Okay? Stop thinking so small. When you change your thoughts, you change your life. I can't believe it. Page of Swords. Now remember, you guys, the Page of Swords is who the masculine was when we started this reading. So let me just pull it up real quick. Page of Swords, okay? But very much somebody who's in their headspace, their thoughts. You're masculine. If you're a feminine watching this video, is connected to you as well through your dream or through their dreams. They may even be having telepathic conversations with you, thinking of you, reflecting on you. Reflecting on you. Where was this? Let me find it. Sorry, I keep going back to old cards, but I just have to. Reflecting on you. Sharing your feelings, mirroring your feelings. Some of you may need to know that. Some of you might be questioning whether or not this person actually really still considers you or even thinks about you. I'm getting in this reading that if some of you have been really struggling with this might be a confirmation for you that it is true. And you know me, I wouldn't deliver you guys bullshit. But that's what I'm getting in this reading. You guys may have needed that confirmation today that you're not crazy, that it's not just all in your head, that the battle between what you intuitively know to be true and what your heart tells you, what your soul tells you versus what your fucking ego tells you, all your fears, all your crap, all your damage, all the past. There's just a war going on. Devote more time and effort and energy towards your healing, towards what you know to be true about this connection. Then you take those thoughts and you start to see the transformation. And the transformation, what is it? Yes, I'm going back to old cards again. What is it? The tangible results that you see in your freaking hand. You start to see the evidence showing up in your physical world. Things that you just dreamt about, okay? Dreamt about. I don't know where it's at. Where is it? The things you've always dreamt about start to pop up. They become tangible. Your dreams start to become a freaking reality. How is this true? How is this possible? You have the power within you to create a change. It's almost like you've been given a secret recipe finally. Like you finally get it. You finally have that last ingredient that you've been searching for to finally put that into the bowl. And now all of a sudden you can finally start to bake this frickin' pie. So things are starting to come together on your journey. You're starting to see the magic develop before your very eyes. You're starting to see the evidence of things really changing. So what you're seeing, signs, synchronicities, all of these things are just confirmation from spirit that things are starting to align. Okay? But your fear is getting in the way of your connection. It's also getting in the way of your own healing. It's causing you to become fearful on this journey rather than to just be free. So that's it. That's what we have. Why don't we, there's a lot of cards that I chose here that for some reason I'm not sure if I'm going to use, but let's take a look and see the energies here of light and dark. So this is my spirits of darkness and light. Let's take a look and see how they are operating in our lives, okay? Okay, so this is Spirits of Darkness and Light that I created. This one right here is created by Fire Witch Tarot, and this one is called What's Brewing. So let's go ahead and see what might be brewing beneath the surface that's causing these, energies to even be around. Let's take a look. So I'm just going to go like this. Okay, we have Spirit of the Sun, energy, vitality, resurrection. So the spirit of the sun is currently around the feminine and the masculine and this connection, helping to revitalize people, to resurrect people. As you can see, that person has they have their head down and they have all this beautiful light that's trying to get their attention, but they might be really focused in their fear, in their damage. So let's see what's brewing beneath the surface that might be causing that. Okay, so we have the energy here of chill vibes. Okay, so this is about playing it safe. Okay, chill vibes just means I'm just trying to chill. I'm just trying to heal. So that's really what I'm getting for this message here, is that the spirit of the sun is trying to help people to grow, because that's what the sun does. The sun grows, the sun illuminates, the sun gives us energy, the sun resurrects, it brings us from the darkness to the light. Okay, it helps to stabilize any kind of energy, putting us into that chill vibe. So I feel like people are just kind of chilling in the sun. People are just in that energy of really soaking up the sun's energy. They may not know what to do with it yet. They may not know how to start to take that next step, but they like how they feel in the sun's energy. They're allowing that light to kind of shine in on them. That's what I'm feeling here. They're allowing that sun to shine down on them. And they're feeling good in that energy, but they're just chilling in it. They're not ready to take any action yet. But the sun is available for us all. Spirit of the lighthouse, return, belonging, guiding light. Wow, these are some amazing energies, you guys. The lighthouse is about belonging, returning to where you belong, return to the self, rebirth. It's the guiding light in our lives. The sun, the light, the guiding light. The light that is helping us to return to who we were meant to truly be in this life. This connection reminds you of what you are truly supposed to be doing here and who you truly are. You're also a guiding light for your person as well. So your connection helps the two of you back to yourselves. Okay? It's beautiful. Knowing they fucked up. People have to go through this in order to return to who they truly are. We have to be brought down to our knees, knowing we fucked up. Getting that karma. Karma's a bitch, but guess what? When you know you screwed up, you can start to make amends. And I feel like that's where people are at right now. People know they screwed up. People know they did something. And only when you realize that you screwed up, that you can start to figure out how you want to change and do things differently. There's plenty of things I know I fucked up. Wish I could take them back. God, I wish I could take them back. Wish things could be different with certain people here in my life. And whether or not it can ever be again, I can only dream of that. But knowing that I fucked up at least can help me to see how I know I don't want to be moving forward in the future. So that's necessary. It's necessary for people to know that they screwed up. Last message. Spirit of travel, journey, relocation, moving on. Look at this, you guys. The journey. The journey has come up several times in this reading through different decks. Travel is about moving forward. We can't stay stuck. We have to keep searching. So it's kind of like having your twin flame awakening. You've had your awakening through this individual. It's brought up all these new energies for you. It's been a guiding light, a source of light. You might feel a sense of belonging with this person, but maybe there has not been a resurrection just yet, as in you guys come together. You haven't returned together yet. Maybe people have screwed things up so much they don't even know how to repair this. So we have spirit of travel. Now you're on the journey. Remember, this journey has a lot of substance. It's not just about the return. It's not just about the union. It's about union of the self first before union together. It's about learning through trial and error. So it is a part of this journey, and even maybe relocation, moving on, letting go of this individual for a period of time, going your own separate ways, traveling differently. Oh, I just realized I didn't plug in my computer. Hold on for just a second. Shoot. Well, that would have not been just lovely. All right, sorry about that disruption, you guys. So, yeah, traveling on this journey, traveling on different roads. But the thing is, there's a simultaneous, there's a parallel road with twin flames. You guys are both on a parallel road, but it's just different. You guys are experiencing different things, maybe experiencing things with different people. Did you see that? There was like a hair that just flew across the screen. It like danced across the screen so beautifully. It was a cat hair, but still, it was just neat. Anyways, yeah, let me just go ahead and get the last message here. Spirit of travel, journey, relocation, moving on. Wow, under spiritual attack. Interesting. Fighting off negative energies, fighting spiritual warfare. It says needing to clean your energy. Look at that. That snake with all that transformation, shedding old skin. I love it. That ocean here, the waves, comes and goes, ebbs and flows, right? So this journey, these energies that are going to be surrounding you and your masculine. If you're a feminine watching this, I always assume I'm talking to only feminines here. But your twin flame is under spiritual attack. You're under spiritual attack. This whole journey has caused a lot of deep inner reflection, a lot of need to go deeply within the self in order to heal and grow. Absolutely. Needing to clean your energy. The only way that you can clean your energy sometimes is to perhaps journey forth, move forward, relocate, disconnect with certain people. You're not forgetting about it, you're not blocking it, but maybe you're just needing to disconnect for a little bit of time. Maybe people have needed to move away from one another in order to find their way back together later on. I just feel like there's a huge separation here between two people. And they've had to go through their own experiences in order to return to it, perhaps one day. like that card said earlier. One day. One day, perhaps. So I want to go ahead and get some deep, dark energy here for your twin flame. So whether you're a masculine or feminine watching this video, it doesn't matter. But we're just kind of I don't want to go past an hour and a half, so I have 15 minutes left. I wanted to go into this energy here of your twin flame, whoever that happens to be, and what is their deep, dark fears. Their deep, dark fears, and what do they want to say about it. So this right here is my twin flame shadows. We have forceful. And we're going to go into this deck here, which is the Angelic Revelation 144 Naked Flame Healing Messages. Forceful. What is this energy? So this is deep, deep, dark, hidden energy or fears that your twin flame is holding on to. This is just raw, real energy here. Deep stuff. Okay, it says, I feel you heal me with your sexual fire energy. I love how you turn me on and heal me with your love all at the same time. I yearn to heal with you in sexual union. So if the sexual part doesn't resonate with you, take it out. But your person feels your fiery energy and it turns them on. Your energy is a force to be reckoned with. Because I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, forceful. I don't get that message until I start seeing the words. Your energy is very fiery and it literally forces itself upon your person. Okay? They feel it with great force. Do you see that werewolf howling at the moon? It is wild. And it's at night is what I'm getting here. When your person may be laying in bed and they may be feeling your energy. So if you have sent them any kind of energy that has anything to do with those words on those cards, they are freaking feeling it. This is hidden though. This is deep. This is dark. This is very, very just behind closed doors energy, you guys. They may not say this to anyone, meaning like they're not talking to their friends about this kind of energy. This is something that's very sacred and something that they might even feel crazy with. They might feel crazy that they feel your energy. It might really confuse them. They might almost feel like there's something wrong with them. That's what I'm getting here. They might actually feel like they're obsessed with you, because your energy is so strong and they're receiving it. And they yearn to be with you in the physical way because of this energy. That's deep. I wish I told you how I felt about you back then. Okay, so this is past. It says, my feelings haven't gone away. This just confirms with what I told you guys earlier. If some of you have come into this reading and you think you're crazy and you feel like your person has forgotten all about you, they have not. It says, my feelings have not gone away. They are still growing no matter how deeply I try to bury them. I am trying to find the words and gain the strength to express my truth to you soon. So we saw in the beginning of this reading that your person is not ready to come forward, but they're thinking about you. They're thinking about what they want to say to you. They're just not ready. Their feelings have not come or have not gone away. They wish that they actually had told you how strongly they have felt for you back then, but they didn't. They didn't. And they actually are continuing to grow to this very day, which is kind of interesting, I feel, to them, because how can that be? You may be in separation. You may have not spoken to each other for a very long time. Why the hell would their feelings be growing for you when you're not even a part of their life? That is because there is this very mysterious, magical soul connection that just cannot be explained. Last message. I ran because I fell for you instantly. I was worried that I would come off too strong because I was so overwhelmed with emotions. I just wanted you to be mine, but I was terrified that you wouldn't reciprocate my feelings. Wow. Okay, so the very beginning of this reading really did showcase a divine masculine that was really afraid of opening himself up to the paradise that I feel that he felt when the two of you came together. That was something he'd never felt before. So he ran because he felt a lot of things for you immediately, and that worried him because that was not normal for him. He pushed it away. It's not something that made him feel comfortable. And he was afraid perhaps that if he came on too strong or even articulated those feelings, that somehow that would scare you. So I feel like there was a projection that happened. There was like almost a transference. I think I just mentioned that to somebody yesterday. It's a transference. It's a technique that people use whenever they're feeling something and they don't want to deal with it. They'll transfer it onto you and they'll make you out to be the person that's actually too intense for them. So do you see how they just transferred that to you? Little switcheroo. It's a little technique that people use. Switcheroo. This is what I'm feeling, but I'm going to basically fault you for feeling this too. I can't admit that I'm feeling that way, so I'm going to make you feel crazy because you're feeling this. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't feel that same way. I mean, these could be conversations, so there just could have been a lot of things that were never spoken, a lot of things that were never said. Okay? But your energy is very strong with your person. And they have a lot of deep feelings deep down inside that they may have never shared with you and that they're not sharing with you now. They're hiding them. And you're in this energy of really doubting that this person even feels your energy anymore. And I can see in this reading that they do. All right, so let's go ahead and I guess end this reading perhaps with some possible future energies, okay? So what are some possible future energies that your twin flame may take towards you in the future, okay? So we're going to go into the Tarot de la Nuit. Nope, Tarot de la Nuit. I always feel so fancy when I say the title of this deck. What are some possible future energies with this connection in the future? Nine of Pentacles. Well, what I have to say about that when I see a Nine of Pentacles means that people still may not be in contact. People still may be just kind of doing their own thing. Nine of Pentacles is a very solo card, very independent, but it is a card of self-care. So that's a good thing. People are still continuing to take care of themselves. We have the Hierophant's energy. The Hierophant is about our values, our belief system. So I really feel like there's a lot of spiritual work going on here. Very, very dedicated to your spiritual journey, very dedicated to your spiritual healing. I love this. Three of Cups, beautiful. Just really focused on the outer world, meaning like you're very focused on what you're doing, and your twin flame is very focused on what they're doing. But the thing is, you guys are opening yourselves up to all types of experiences. You know, you're part of your community. You're maybe getting involved in certain things. You're having a good time though. So it's not a deep, close connection in the physical world. So with this energy, what I'm seeing continuing on is that maybe you and your person are not coming together in some sort of physical union anytime soon. It doesn't mean it can't happen, but I'm just seeing more or less this energy is very deep, spiritual work, single work, and just basically spending casual time with other people. Okay, that's what I see. So let's go ahead and get this energy here of, what Spirit wants you to know. What does Spirit want you to know? Some advice that Spirit has for you. So we're going to go into this All Things Intuitive deck here. All Things Intuitive Messages of Love Oracle cards. When Spirit Speaks by Medium on a Mission, Heather Filona. And we're going to go into my Signs from Spirit Love Oracle. And I think that's it. Yeah. What is some advice that Spirit has for you? Well, we have soul connection, so if you guys are still doubting the soul connection, that it's bullshit, that it's not real, it's just in your head, stop. Stop. Do I need to say more? Do I need to say more? Spirit is really needing to confirm for somebody today that there is a mutual connection. There's a mutual attraction here. You know, your person may not be ready to face you. You may not be ready to face them, but the feelings are mutual, you guys. If you've doubted that you and this person have a connection, you're wrong. You do. Now, of course, that doesn't guarantee that you will be with them, that you will end up with them, you know, that everything's going to be a fairy tale down the line. It doesn't guarantee that. Nothing's guaranteed in life, but God, you guys do have a connection. Stop doubting this. Get out of your head. Get out of your ego. We have maturity. Oh my gosh, I love this. Things may take some time to mature, okay? People may have needed to grow. This is also an energy here where maybe the connection will be able to be mutually shared and experienced later in life. I did get this energy earlier, one day. Maybe not right now, but maybe one day you and your person may come together in a physical union. It might be in your later years. Could be. And we have rewire. So what do you do in the meantime? It's time to rewire your thoughts, rewire your brain. So many cards came up, you guys, that had something to do with changing your thoughts, and that will change your life. You've got to find a way to rewire the brain. Eight of Swords is an infinity. We can't keep going around the same loophole. We got to break away, rewire our brains. See things differently, think about things differently, expand our minds, elevate your mind. I think that's a 90s song. You got to find a way. You got to find a way to break out of whatever way your brain is wired right now. And it doesn't mean there's something wrong, that you really need to fix yourself. I'm not trying to say that. But I feel like these cards are coming up this way because there's something else that you need to consider. You might be you might have either tunnel vision or you might be looking at things a certain way, but there needs to be some areas of growth or change that can help you to take things to the next level. That's what I'm seeing here. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I hope it was worth the wait. And thank you so much for tuning in. And I'll catch you guys for the Soul Connection reading on Monday. All right. Take care. Bye-bye.